Interesting. Good morning. Happy Sunday, everybody. Today's Captain's log. I always want to say it like Captain Kirk. Today's Captain log is gonna be short. Everyone's asleep in my house, and I want to go back to sleep. My sinuses are so messed up right now, and I have a headache. But I get to go to the chiropractor tomorrow, so hopefully I'll get some adjustments, and my whole neck and head situation will get a little bit better. It's 8:17 a.m. in Maryland. Good morning. Good morning. So there's a lot of things that transpired this weekend. Yesterday it was announced. I can finally tell you guys that I will be part of the teacher group for Wizardly Stitchery. That's going to be in Pittman, Texas, May 23rd through the 26th. So I put all that information. I know I'm so excited. I put all that information in my description. Oh my God, Linda, you should be asleep. Okay. So I put that information in my description. Is the tickets don't actually go on sale until Friday at 6, I believe 6 p.m. And I want to say it's Central Time because it's in Louisiana. Melissa's in Louisiana. She's not in Eastern Time, or it's not Mountain Time. Mountain Time's Arizona. Central Time. um, and you can look at the she has like a mock listing up that will become a real listing, so you can see the prices, see what dates it is, where the nearest airports are, and if it's something feasible for you. I know. I actually was in bed early at 5:45, and I was desperately trying to go back to sleep. I haven't told my channel this, but my New Year's resolution was to be active again, a little bit more active, to lose some lbs because I gained so much weight during COVID. It's not even funny. So ever since I began working out, I've been getting up at 5:45 on the dot every morning, and it's kind of annoying because like Saturday is supposed to be like the day I get to sleep in because I don't have to take kids to school or do stuff. But yeah, my body's like, nope, not today. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Eva. Um, so yes, so I have that. There are one or two tickets left for the So Whatever Studio. I put information for that. And then there is, if you're closer to the North Carolina, we have the Gardner Room Sewing Room one. That one is, I believe, the second or first weekend of June. And that one's super fun too because it's hosted by Sandra. Um, our theme is pretty cool. She has a private Facebook group, so we all communicate with each other. So there's 3 retreats I'm going to, and then hopefully I'll do So Magical as well. And right now I feel overwhelmed and super blessed because a lot of these 2 years ago, Shanova would not even guess that anybody wanted her to teach, let alone be going to be a part of some major retreats in the sewing community. So I feel very like grateful, and I'm super excited to see everybody. And I'm going to be doing some serious traveling in 2024. I have so many states I'm going to be in. It's going to be pretty funny. I think I'm visiting like 8 states within 2024. So this should be fun. Good morning, Christine. So I have all the information for all 3 retreats inside there. I also get requests all the time, like about my Patreon. If you go, I put my Patreon page. If you go there, you get to see all 3 tiers. And I do mention them every day. I just mailed out all the badges yesterday to the people that responded with the address. I ordered badges for this month's, and they're these cute little fabric embroidery badges. And they should be here by the 16th. And I'm really excited about sending those bad boys out. They're so cute. They're about like this big, and I got to design the colors and like what the embroidery design is, and I'm really excited about those. I'm already looking into what I'm going to do for March. I have an idea. Um but yeah, it's been yesterday was a lazy weekend. I came downstairs and I cut out a bag but my headache couldn't I wasn't able to focus, like, I kept miscutting things. When I have a bad headache and I try to push through it, I sometimes mess up a lot, like, because I can't as much as I wanna pretend that I'm Superwoman and I can go by like, past the pain. Good morning, Shannon. Um, I can't. So the one thing I learned in sewing, and I always tell people, is to know your limits. And if you feel overwhelmed or not inspired, the best thing to do is learn how to walk away. And that is a great lesson for a lot of things in life. So, I walked away. Right now, I'm like really congested and I have like a headache, like it feels like I have a rubber band around my head and someone keeps just pulling it tighter. So once I get off here, most likely I'm going to put an ice pack all over my face, my back of my head, and just call it a day and just relax. Um, but yes, I just wanted to come in and say thank you for everybody that went, was responding to the post that I'm going to be there. I can't wait to see you guys at any of the things that I'm going to be at. Again, it'll be So Whatever Studio, Garner Room Sewing, Wizardly Stitchly, and hopefully So Magical. So I get to see all of you guys and we can all hang out and talk about all things sewing and just weird stuff, or Loki, because Loki becomes a huge topic. Yeah, your puppy's sick, so that makes sense. I know I was in the same boat that around this time last year. It was very, very traumatic for me. Um, Loki's like he's my BFF, so he's my favorite person, and there's rightfully so. So there's not nothing I could do with him. If you guys remember, Captain's logs were like few and sparse in between because Loki was, really, really sick, and those surgeries he had, and he had a botched surgery. That stuff it's traumatic because they're family members that you get to pick that are automatically loyal to you for no reason at all, and they love you unconditionally. As I say before, and I will say it again, we do not deserve dogs. Dogs are amazing. So, yeah, that's it. I have no bags to show you. I did make one bag, but I can't show you it because it's the bag that's going to be coming out this Friday. I'm going to be making a video for tomorrow. One thing that you're going to love about this bag is I don't think the video is going to be more than an hour, hour and a half. It's a bag that comes together fairly quickly because there's not a lot of um there's not a there's not a lot of pieces to the pattern in which it comes out with this beautiful shape. And I will be giving you a lot of tips and tricks along the way when we make it. It's only one zipper pocket, so it's not a whole lot of hardware and it's not a whole lot of pattern pieces. So I'm excited to share this with you guys tomorrow, on Friday. So I'm going to be filming that tomorrow and then doing one of my strike bags. This week coming up is going to be all strike bags and one custom order. I might go live when I do my custom order. I haven't figured it out or not, figured if I'm going to be able to or not. I need to get a hold of the designer and ask if it will be okay for me to go live, because it's not a tutorial, but I just want it company. But if it's not, then it's not. So, and I respect designers tremendously. If you're in my Patreon group, I did post what bag won, and we're going to be taking, with the permission of Shannon from Not a Thread Co., we're going to be taking their pattern and we're going to be turning it into this wax canvas bag that is a nylon bag. It's a Bergtork bag. It's a tote bag that costs $200 to $300, and it has a lot of cute zippers in the front. And so our group already kind of thought about modifications about making it into wax canvas instead of nylon, and so on and so forth. But Shannon's bag, like, kind of is a perfect shape, and we're going to be doing the handles different, where the handles come from the inside of the bag and not the outside, the exterior. So if that's something that you're interested in, definitely look at the Patreon information and go from there. The top two tiers are the tiers that are able to participate in the badge challenge, where you can get a badge each month for completing your assignments, and also they're part of the tier that gets the actual modification of bags. Okay, so what designer? I don't have the name of the designer up front. It's something bird. I don't my remember no device. It's something with the. It's a famous bag. It's I think it's Birdstoke or Birdtoke. I'll try to put it in the description box when I'm done here. But we are doing the Not a Thread Code Tuesday tote and changing it into that. And then Shannon was gracious enough to give my subscribers like some additional help. So I'm really excited about this bag. We don't start it this Tuesday, we start it the following Tuesday. I didn't give the designer's name on Fridays. So it'll be a bag that's minimalist. But yeah, there'll be more information that comes when that gets closer to that. Good morning, Joanne. So yes, filming a tutorial, getting cracked from the chiropractor tomorrow is my main thing, and then hopefully I can start one of my strikes, and then again all strikes this week, so you won't actually see any physical bags from me because these bags are going to be for future fabric or hardware, which is cool. Luckily for me, all the fabrics that I picked out for the strikes, they work really well for AwesomeCon. So I have 4 weeks until AwesomeCon too. 4 weeks. So crunch time is in session, and I have like 2 or 3 open orders. One open order, and I'm still waiting for some like fabric from the UK. So the other 2 are sports bags, and I'm just waiting for school badges and things like that. Yes, there's one assignment each month and you get a badge. Our first bag for January was the Zaya bag, which I don't even have to speak. I feel like, again, a lot of little blessings this week. We have a person named Lizzie in our group. If you're in That's So Nova group, you'll see her bags posted. She sold her bags, the Zaya bags that I taught her, for $250 each. She made $500 and one sale off of the lessons that I was able to help her with to achieve. So I was on cloud 9. I was so happy and proud for her. 1, she knows what she's worth. 2, that somebody is taking my lessons that I'm teaching them and showing them like tips and tricks and modifications, and they're able to achieve a bag that it's different. It's a different, it's not like a regular sew along where you're not really able to participate and ask questions. It's very interactive. There are assigned days that are live, that are not pre-recorded, that I'm live. If you miss the live, then you can watch the recording. And if anybody here on my Patreon could tell you, I'm really responsive. I'm not a person that you can ask a question and then I'll leave you hanging for days. I am extremely responsive, because my Patreon members help support my dreams. And I love modifying and I love teaching people how to create bags that can better suit them and what they're trying to achieve. Good morning, Ornetta. Thank you, Lynette. I appreciate you. So yes, the first badges were mailed out. I made them all on Friday night. Kendall took them first thing on Saturday morning to them. If I emailed you asking you for your address, check your messages in Patreon. Sometimes what happens is that Patreon either shows me your address that you typed in or it doesn't. So if it doesn't, and I don't see it in our previous discussions, our one-on-one discussions, I will reach out to you again. And I mailed those out. So they're coming regular snail mail because there's a lot of you guys. So, okay, there's so many of you guys that yesterday I contemplated on getting return labels made for me and or a stamp. So I don't have to write my address and my name anymore. And Kendall was like, okay, Shanova, I had like a whole spreadsheet. It took me a good 6 hours to write everybody's out and to cut them and pack them and whatnot. And I got really cute embroidery patches for this month. I'm really excited for February's. And when they come in, I'll show, because I'm so proud of those. They're like ridiculously proud, and they're like the theme colors that I like, and I think it's fun. I think this modification is really cool because this month, if you do choose to make Shannon's Tuesday tote with me and you do use wax canvas, we're going to be doing a lot of different things, because wax canvas, you can't you have to base all your stabilizers on. There you can't like heat press Decaville Light or Shape Flex 101, or you compromise the wax and the canvas in your then you can also ruin your press and or ironing machine. So we're going to be learning about muslin and different canvases that we can use as like stabilizers to make the wax canvas even more sturdier, to give it a more structured appearance. So this should be really fun. I'm also going to teach where the straps are optional, where you can make them leather because we're not going to sew them in. They're going to be coming in from the interior, and there's going to be rivets. So if that's a case that you want to do, but if you don't want to do leather, I'm going to show you how you can do vinyl and or cork, and how to make straps that way. So we have a lot of cool things that we're going to be learning with this particular Tuesday tote, which is makes me excited because I feel like Shannon's Tuesday tote is a complete package, especially when you get the add-on pack. There's nothing that's missing in there. You know how to make a clear one, you know how to make a center divider pocket, you know how to make all these different things. However, because of this bag and how it's made, it is the Tuesday tote on the outside, except it has zippers, two zipper pockets on the exterior that go the opposite directions, as well as the handles don't come from the exterior, comes from the interior. So we have a chance to make this really cool luxury bag with Shannon's pattern and do something a little bit different than her pattern has. And I feel like this will be really cool for a lot of people that want to, one, learn about wax canvas, two, learn how to incorporate leather or leather straps into their bags without actually sewing them because they have a domestic machine, and we're going to have some fun. It's going to be a little bit more in depth, I feel, than the Zaya because I feel like the Zaya comes together beautifully. We just did a center divider pocket, which I felt elevated the bag one step further because now it's another, we learned a floating center divider pocket, which I feel like is a very important one because there's two different, there's one that's floating and one that's not, and I wanted to teach you one that I don't see a lot of. So we have a lot of fun times in Patreon, and I don't know, it's a fun group. I don't know, it's just fun. Good morning. Oh my gosh, my allergies are gonna go crazy. So yeah, that is it. I'm probably going to log off here and go do a sinus treatment. As you can see, my nose is all red and my cheeks are. Whenever that's a good indication that me and sinuses are not like, we're not copacetic. We're not one. So I'm gonna go do that and then just like decompress for the week because this week is going to be a very busy week. So again, if you want to know more information about my Patreon, it's going to be in the description box. If you want to know more information about the Sew Whatever Studio Retreat, which there's only 2 spots left, or 1 spot, I'm not too sure. I think it's 1, but I don't quote me on that. It's either 2 or 1. And then if you want to learn more about the like to look at the pre-registration or when the Wizardly Stitchery Retreat is going to be, I put a link for that, as well as, oh, thank you. If you want to learn more about the Garden Room Sewing one, there's information for that. And if you go into, if you sign up for the Garden Room Sewing one, all 3 retreats are going to have private Facebook groups where you get to know the other people that are going to the retreat, and you can be comfortable with them and kind of build a relationship and a rapport with them before. Yes, I am a teacher. That sounds so weird to say because I'm gonna blush. Oh my god. This is what happens when you're really pale. People could see your emotions on your face. Yes, I blush when I get nervous. And as you this was I don't wear makeup that has blush, so that would be a bad lie. So yeah, so all that information, and if you're like, hey Shanova, I'm not going to be able to attend to any of these things, but I do want to support you, I did put your Ko-fi. I'm going to be showing you guys how to do my pattern, It's Me High, and we're going to be doing something a little bit different. I actually have it right here. So It's Me High. I show you guys how to make a really cute, this is not your average looking pouch. Everybody's pouch is smaller. This one's a little bit wider. You can make slip pockets so that toothbrushes and pens can fit in here. And we're going to do some Apple Pay, and we'll have some chalkboard fabric so that you can write whatever you want back here. Or I was drawing on it yesterday. So it's very simple. You're going to be learning how to do end caps that have a clean closure. It's a very simple pouch. And I'm just saying, that's it. Pokemon? I'm not too sure what that is. Okay, so I'm going to be heading off, and I hope all of you guys have a really good day. And like I said, everything's in the description box, okay? Happy Sunday. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.